clear my throat for this one. Just got back from a nice trip, and I'd like to tell you guys about it. Just fix my hair. All right, so this is Shroomin and Bloomin part 2. I went in again. I actually went in 2 times. So I went in Sunday and I microdosed. And then I went in yesterday for like 6 hours. And that was quite the time. So I'd like to share some of my experiences with the good old plant medicine. And where do I start? So should I talk about the microdosing, or should I just go into what happened yesterday? So with the microdosing, when I went in Sunday, it was right after I did a shamanic healing. So I received a shamanic healing from Lauren. And I was told to go in and just continue to release whatever I was, working on releasing. And it was really interesting. It wasn't as fun as the first time when I went in. I didn't really get as much information. Did I? It happened. Yeah, it was just more like personal stuff. I didn't really get anything for the collective because I feel like I just had to tap in for myself. And also it was prepping me for the big one on Wednesday that I did with my friend. So we went in at like 10:30 in the morning. This is my work, man. I get paid great money to fucking take days off and do fucking shrooms. I mean, what's better than that, So we went in the proper way. I always go in the proper way. Protection grid, opening the space, clearing the house, saging the house, all of that. And we sat outside, which was really nice. Definitely enjoyed that part of it. And I got to really, really meet and connect with my energy on a whole nother fucking level. So I took double of what I normally take. So it wasn't really a microdose for me. It was double of what I normally take. And it connects to everything that I'm going through now. And this is how plant medicine works. It connects with everything that is currently in your life and all the questions that you need answers to and da-da-da-da-da. So I went in, he went in, and we were listening to shamanic music, and I was like, can we just put on some fucking rap music, dude? I don't want to listen to this shit, because I feel like I'm in that all day, it's that's why I listen to a lot of rap, and because rap music, I feel like it elevates me and it grounds me at the same time. So he put on 50 Cent, because I love 50 Cent. And as soon as we did that, my energy went from just chilling out to I completely opened up, and he began to feel and see into my energy field. And it was great because he was like, holy shit, your energy is insane. And I'm like, yeah, this is who I am. This is how I am, all the time. Imagine being me. And we were tapping into my energy, and I was literally a ball of it wasn't even just galactic. It was just a ball of fire. And my energy was all over the yard. So mind you, before this whole thing, when we were getting started, he was trying to light a fire and it wouldn't light. And then I tried to light a fire and it wouldn't light. So I was like, yeah, imagine if we lit that fire. And he was like, no, because the whole fucking backyard would blow up because of your energy. So, he literally felt like he was this with my energy. Oh my God, Ashley, this is your energy. This is how you feel all the time. Because at one point he couldn't even really tap into his energy. It was just, my energy was just so intense because that's who I am. I'm just extremely intense. And I'm like, imagine being me. I was like, imagine the poor bastard that's going to be with me next. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, the guy who's going to be with me next is going to be very, very lucky. We were tapping into that too. But he will be a poor bastard at points when he pisses me off, though. So yeah, I was like getting to know, and he was getting to know it too. And like, I know this about me. Like, this isn't something that I don't know. But when you do plant medicine, it kind of solidifies more of like what you're tuning into in the energetic realm. And while I think I came to this conclusion, like after I came out, imagine being me and your brain explodes. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah, don't do that. Don't let your brain explode. While I was like tapping into my energy, it was like he was like trying to figure out, like, I don't understand like what you are. And I'm like, I don't know what I am either. I'm just like this big ball of fucking energy. And when I came out, so when you come down, you begin to really, you receive more, like you begin to put more together. So when you pull out, you begin to like look back through the whole experience and you put more together, especially if you're journaling about it. That's why I tell motherfuckers, you need to journal, because journaling all the time is going to help you align to the energy that you need to be aligned to. So I realized that this is why I don't fit in any boxes anywhere, because I'm literally a ball of light. This is why when I try to tap into like my galactic presence, it's nothing that I'm from this star system, I'm from this star system. Like, I connect with all of them. My energy connects with all or nothing. And that's kind of how it is even with the people that like you follow me, watch my video. It's like all or nothing. Like, you love Ashley, you don't love Ashley. So like that made sense to me more. Like, oh, now I see why. Because my energy literally hits people and people don't like it sometimes. But sometimes people will begin to move towards it, or it'll begin to grow on them. But yeah, this is why I'm always like changing labels too with myself. This is why I don't like labels. This is why I'm like, fuck the labels. You know, when people try to, like, on this planet, when they try to, like, make labels and groups and things like that, I'm like, I ain't in that shit. I'm just not. So don't try to fucking put me in there. Now it makes sense, because I'm literally like a flaming ball of cosmic light, fucking galactic Stargate portal. Like, that is me. And I was like, oh, this is why sometimes I turn into a Valkyrie, or I turn into a queen, or I turn into a galactic priestess, or I turn into a healer, or, you know, sometimes when people see my higher self, they see a witch, you know. My energy, I'm a shapeshifter. I am able to shift. Like, when I'm in places where I'm not comfortable, I cloak myself. People are like, where'd Ashley go? It's not because I'm fucking little, and I'll talk about that in a minute. It's because I literally cloak myself to protect myself. I know how to shapeshift and form into whatever it is that is needed on this planet for what is in alignment for me at this time, right? So like when I was in the journey, I could like feel that, and I was like, oh my God, like this is insane, you know? Like, I know how to be all of it if I want to, or be nothing. So that was very interesting to connect with. And now I even understand more about my superhuman program, because when I was in that with him, I'm like, you're going to get activated from this. Like, you doing this with me, I'm giving you some of this. So this is what I do, especially with my one-on-one clients, or you're in a private container with me, you are going to get a piece of this fire. I am going to give you some of this. So that makes a lot of sense with this energy of superhuman coming in. Like, this is going to fucking activate you. There is no way that you are going to get in this program and it is not going to do anything to you. And that's what I was channeling into when I first started connecting with the energy, because this is what I do. This is why I call myself the soul awakener, because you literally get in my field. I turn my fucking flaming ball of fire. Now I know why Jess wants to smack me sometimes. I'll literally walk in the room and I'll just say something. She's like, I'm gonna fucking smack you right now. And I'm like, ha ha ha. Because it's just, but Jess knows how to deal with my energy. Jess knows how to, Jess like helps, like we balance each other out. That was another thing I was seeing, like the connection with me and Jess. Cause like he was literally like sitting next to me, like 3 feet away. And he was like this. Like, oh my God, like your fucking energy is wild. And then I was like, that's crazy, because when I was doing this with Jess, she was just like laying on the floor, and you know, I was like singing Wu-Tang or whatever, because we had it on when we were doing the shrooms, and she just knows how to like settle down or do whatever in my energy because we have that connection. So it made me understand the intensity that I bring and what I'm meant to do with this intensity on a deeper level. And I was actually just talking to my coach about it, and I was like, oh, I feel like I need to contain the energy. And she was like, what about if you just completely fall into it and everything's gonna fall into place when you fully embody and honor that energy? And I was like, oh yeah, because I felt like when I was in there, I was like, I gotta learn how to like contain it a little bit. But I don't, the way she made it sound like, I don't think that I do. I think I just need to honor it, and it will automatically go where it needs to go instead of me trying to like shape it. So that is another thing about having a mentor that's so fucking amazing, is they can see from the outside, because she has similar energy. Like, she is a fucking fireball. And one of the other things that I received is when we first started going in, I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I was just like getting really mad at like this little vessel I'm in. So if you're just watching my videos and you never met me in real life, when I'm in your presence, you're gonna be like, oh my God, you're so small. I'm only 4'11", like 108 pounds, you know? So I've literally had people come in the shop and they've seen me on lives and they're like, oh my God, you're so small in person. You just seem so much bigger online. And I'm like, yeah, that's my fucking energy. That's like how I am. It's like, I'm literally in this like little vessel. But I have energy that takes up so much room, which also explains some of the stuff that was going on in my last relationship. Like, I literally felt like I was expanding so much, and he like was like, oh my God, what is this? You know, so it was causing a lot of friction. And I'm going to continue to expand and open up. And that's why they were showing me, like right now I live in an apartment. I know that within the next year or so, I'm going to be buying like at least like a 3-bedroom house for me to live in by myself, because I need that space. Like, I need that space. I need the separate rooms. Like, it's not just me being a fucking diva or just wanting material things. I need space because I'm from space, outer space. And I take up a lot of fucking space. And I just need to honor that within myself. Not fucking like be ashamed of it or like think that I'm too much, which people that carry this energy, sometimes we do that. So back to my little vessel. So when we were going in, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Is this a fucking joke? Like, look at this body I'm in. It's so small. It's so tiny. Like, this, I know that I was like, I know they fucking did this on purpose to me, because if I like wasn't in this little body, I know I would be dead or in jail. Like, I just fucking know it. I would be in a lot of trouble. Okay, a lot of trouble. So if I had that physical body to back up the energetic power I have, there'd be a lot of motherfuckers with like no teeth or broken noses and all of that shit. You know, I probably would have went in the military or done something that would have had to do with being in that warrior energy physically. So I know they put me a pro wrestler. I definitely probably would have been a pro wrestler. If I was a little bit bigger, I know that would be one of the things I would have went for, because I fucking love wrestling. I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, but I'm a huge wrestling fan. So, yeah, I would, even Lauren was like, yeah, you'd probably be dead. And I'm like, yeah, I probably would be dead, because I just wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So I realized that my little teeny tiny body, and I understood this a little more, it helps me stay humble and connected to what I'm here to do. It was almost like, yeah, we're not going to give you a lot of physical strength, even though when I see myself in the future, I'm actually going to be a lot stronger than I am now, because in order for me to like harness this energy, I need to do more physical things. The more my energy expands, I'm going to have to be more physical in certain ways. Like, I'm just going to have to do it, because that, and my body is like calling to that. So yeah, it kind of like I realized that, and I think that I would scare the fuck out of people, even if I was like 3 or 4 inches more taller. People would be like, "Yeah, no, I don't want to work with Ashley. I don't want to fuck." People are afraid of me now. I've had grown men tell me they're afraid of me. You know what I mean? Like not want to talk to me because they're like really intimidated by me, and not and like even like a sexual or relationship way, just like, yeah, you're kind of like a scary little girl, you know? I've had guys with like face tats that just got out of jail like tell me that shit, you know? So it's just and now it's like, because doing the plant medicine, like I understand why, you know? I've even had people like, they'd be like, oh, I've been following you for years online, and like they just finally book an appointment. I'm like, why'd you take so long? And they're like, because they're like, I know you're gonna give me like the real deal. Or I've had people tell me that they're very intimidated by me, and I'm like this big, you know. So but I was getting really mad when I went, and I was like, man, why am I so little? Like sometimes I get hung up on that. Sometimes I see myself in pictures, and I don't hate my body. I don't have like, I just think it doesn't match sometimes when I'm like feeling myself, and then I look at myself, especially when I'm standing next to like regular sized people. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so little. Like I remember when, I'll show you, watch this. Phaedra, she didn't fix one of these. This wasn't one of the bracelets she fixed. But she fixed my bracelets that broke, and she was holding them like this. And I was like, oh my God, that's the size of my wrist. Like, look at how tiny it is, you know? And I was like, Jesus Christ, like, I am so fucking small. So it's yeah, it was definitely like, and Mike was just laughing at me. He was like, oh my God, like so like that's the joke now. Is this a fucking joke? And like looking at my body while I'm tripping and being like, what the fuck? Like I literally feel like there were like human suits like all lined up in a room, and then like I walk in and I'm like, yeah, I want that one. And then the Galactic Federation of Light is like, no, you're not getting that one. And then they point to like the little Italian girl from like Cranston, Rhode Island. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm not going down there in that fucking thing. Like that's literally, I just feel like they were like either turning their heads, like trying not to fight with me, or like laughing at me. Like that's my vision of me. Like, yeah, you gotta go down in that one. And I'm like, no way. So here I am in my little tiny human vessel. But yeah, and I feel like it's because I'm not supposed to be physical in this life. Like I've carried a lot of lifetimes where I've been a warrior, like done a lot of past life regressions. I've gotten myself into a lot of shit on this planet, been killed many of times. I think out of like probably the 15 to 20 lifetimes I've lived on this planet, I think I died of old age maybe like once or twice. Every single time I've been killed. Or I've been like a witch, or like murdered or hung. I know I've been drawn and quartered. That was pretty terrible. Died in battle a lot of the times. I've led armies. There was one lifetime where I led a big, like I went to war. Like I led like into a huge battle, and I lost the battle, and it was like a horrible feeling, you know, like very disappointed. So yeah, that was like another thing that came up. It's because you're supposed to use your voice, and you're supposed to use your energy in different ways, not ways that you're used to kind of using your energy in this earth plane, or, you know, especially with those warrior lives. Like I'm not here to do that. I am here to use my voice and activate people energetically. That's why I just walk in a room and people have told me like, holy shit, my whole body is vibrating by like sitting next to me. Their energy shifts while they're sitting next to me. So yeah, that was very interesting to see the energy and physically understand it more of what I'm actually carrying. And I'm like, damn, I need to charge more for my programs if I'm fucking carrying this shit, because this is fucking nuts, you know? Like, I literally am a fucking portal. It's insane. So, but I'm in this fucking regular human body, small size. You know what I mean? So like that was a very interesting experience, and then I received information for Mike and his wife, and that was good. So we were talking a lot about things to come up, and certain things in my personal life and all of that. But yeah, it was a great experience, and I just wanted to let me see if anything else came out. No, I feel like that was like the main thing. Um, but I'm very like happy. Like I feel great today. I feel very confident in where I'm going, even with the relationship stuff with men. Like I already know like this is gonna be good. Like the man that's coming into my life, yes, he will have to deal with a lot, but I know that he will love it. I know that he will, I think he'll be able to like he'll definitely have to be able to handle me. That's the fucking thing. But he will, because we'll align like that. So it's so crazy how like you can just feel into the energy and the certainty when you get into that realm. So yeah, that was my third experience. Talked a little bit about the second experience. Missing teeth, no good. Yeah, no. Your energy is intense, lol. Big energy, small person. Well, they say that fucking thing. Well, big things come in small packages. That's completely true with Ashley. So yeah, people are lucky I'm not bigger, because I'd be knocking motherfuckers out. I was even telling Mike to go knock his neighbor out, and that wasn't good. But yeah, I was just joking. We were listening to 50 Cent. I was like, yeah, fuck that dude. All right. That is it. Lois, I'm just telling you this now. Like superhuman, you're gonna get it. Like you're gonna get some of this. And like he even woke up this morning and was like, fuck, man. Like, I am ready to go. And I'm like, yeah. Fuck yeah. I fucking activated you with that energy. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to share this energy. But I'm not gonna share it with people who don't fucking appreciate me at all. Like, I'm done with that shit, you know? I'm not going to put my energy into things that I don't fully feel aligned with, you know? And the more, like, the higher end programs with me, you're going to get more of this energy. The lower end programs, you're going to get a little less. And then with the lives, you get a little bit of it, you know? So if you're feeling this energy on a live with me, get in a program with me, get in one-on-one coaching, get in superhuman with me. Like, I am here to activate. Like, I want to share this energy with people. This is why I do lives, because I literally have to like open myself up and like move some of that energy. Like, I want to give the energy out. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to feel the energy. I want people to have some of this energy. I want to light a fire under people's asses. Like, this is what my soul came here to do. You know, I can't just sit and be like a regular normal person. I'm not that. I'm here to activate you. I'm here to awaken. I'm here to fucking light fires. Even though I couldn't physically do it yesterday, I fucking did it in the astral realm. Like, I literally fucking lit up his backyard. It was crazy. So that's my experience with the plant medicine. And I will continue to do this because this shit is wild. And it just like opens me up to new realms and deeper connection with myself and deeper connection to, it's even opens, I can feel soul aligned people coming through when I dive into this. When I dive deeper into myself, I can feel like more clients, people that I'm supposed to be working with business wise. Like, it just opens it up, and it allows me to see more on a higher level. So yeah, hit me up if you want to work with me one-on-one. Hit me up now if you want to get in superhuman. The program is beginning to fill up. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. I hope that you have a good day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you soon. Bye.